Alright, hello, welcome back to the greedy mapmaking 1.6 themed Counter-Strike Global Offensive map. Okay, alright. Last time we left off on creating the B-bomb site, we got the bomb site like actually kind of sussed out. I'm kind of trying to refine the angles, trying to find like actually good gameplay pacing to the whole thing. I mean, after the first playtest, we're gonna definitely see how the pacing and the timings will play into the map more. But for now, I guess this is what we're gonna go with for the first playtest. I might change something in here, and T-Spawn is going to develop some sort of a wall system, and the timings around here I have to fix. Yesterday's episode it got kind of late, so I didn't do any changes yesterday after the final changes. You saw on the tape, so we're gonna go with that. Once again, comment down below what you're drinking, what you're having. I'm drinking my morning coffee, even though it's 6 p.m. Just got home from work, and yeah. Oh, there was this one point. So if you're listening to any music in the background whilst listening to this video / watching, I'm gonna have to ask you to pause your music for a moment, because I want to play a couple of songs, couple soundtracks from the early 2000s PlayStation 2 era of video games. And there's a weird theme between like Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, and Crash Bandicoot games. All of them have sewer levels, and all those sewer levels have the most amazing soundtrack. Like, somehow, the most difficult levels always have the best soundtrack. Get away. The fuck out! So, and this is definitely a point that I want to illustrate. So, I have 5 different songs that I want to play, just a snippet, and I'm going to explain the game, kind of point out like why the ambience is so perfect. And actually I have a 6th Crash Eel Deal soundtrack OST. Alright, I tested this shouldn't be that loud. Give me a moment. Okay, so first of all, let's go over Crash Bandicoot sewer level music. 1, 2, and then Wrath of Cortex. Let's go with number 1 from Crash Bandicoot 1, Toxic Waste music. This is so well, it's not it's kind of a sewer level. It's like a toxic sewer, but yeah. I'm gonna mute my mic for a moment so you can listen actually. But yeah, alright. There we go. That was Toxic Waste OST. In Crash Bandicoot games, at least, well, actually, all of the music from this era is the music is pretty much like a 1-minute loop of a theme of the level. And Crash Bandicoot games, for you who are not familiar with the series, is pretty much a platformer, third-person platformer, which follows this classic early 2000s character come on, everyone knows the fucking the meme, the wah meme, you know. Crash is that guy. Anyway, all of the songs are like minute loops, and definitely in the more like early video game era, it was very easy to remember the levels just based on the music, and definitely like striking themes were a big deal back then, and are nowadays. I feel like more single player games nowadays go with more like orchestral themes and composings. And but yeah, but like Legend of Zelda series also has the kind of the same strong tunes and themes, and I feel that for Breath of the Wild they actually stuck the landing with the consistency of the themes very well. So it's definitely more orchestral in a way, but in Breath of the Wild you can also feel the tunes and hear the tunes in most of the town areas and the cities and towns. But yeah, Legend of Zelda has also been always about hard-hitting tunes and memorable themes when it comes to music composing. All right, second one. This is my favorite, I think, out of all of these. This is Crash Bandicoot 2. Music from stages Eel Deal, Sewer or Later, and Hanging Out. All of the names for these levels are kind of like, you know, puns. Yeah, Naughty Dog, funny developer. Also, well, let's not get to that actually. I'm just gonna play this song for you. Yeah. All right, there we have it. I absolutely love the hollow sound of the what I assume are like pipe sounds or whatever. They're kind of trying to replicate the striking of a sewer pipe, and then yeah, absolutely amazing. All right, here we have two underway. We have gone over the Crash Bandicoot 1 and 2, and then we have Wrath of Cortex, which I think is the fourth game, which is kind of a controversial because it was developed by another studio other than Naughty Dog. Terrible. Anyway, I actually heard this song first time today when I got this idea for this little video. I heard this today, first time in, I think, probably like 16 years or something. I vaguely remember this song, and but yeah, this kind of surprised me how hard of a hitter it was. But all right, here we go. So this is Drain Damage, almost like brain damage. Drain Damage, yeah. Sewer level incoming. I didn't expect for the video to have such an abrupt ending. It's just hit a wall. All right. I absolutely love the piano. How it's like kind of falling droplets. Even though it's a sewer level, it's actually it might be. I might be wrong about the sewer level, but it's a water level anyway. I might actually have to look this up. Crash, Wrath of Cortex, Drain, Damage. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's a water level. It's a boss stage for a water boss. Okay. My bad. Anyway, a water level. We fucking love water levels, right? Also in Counter-Strike, you know? We don't have that many water levels. Anyway, let's move the game series to Jak and Daxter, probably more unknown game series, but we don't have Jak and Daxter, the first one. Jak and we don't have a sewer level, but we have underwater level, which is like a ruined, not even ruined, like abandoned city of sorts. I just want to play this actually. This is such a good soundtrack, and pardon me if the song actually starts playing here right away. All right. Next up, next up is Jak and Daxter soundtrack, track 33, Lost Precursor City, and this is yeah. Let me know what this brings to you, because the environment is so alien to anything else, and definitely the song, just like, you know, when you're in that place and if you hear this song in your at least in my mind, it's one-to-one match with the song and the environment. It's amazing. All right, without further ado, Lost Precursor City from Jak and Daxter. There we have Lost Precursor City from Jak and Daxter series, the first game. Then we move to the Jak and Daxter series. The first game was it was a collectathon, made by the same developers as Crash Bandicoots, and which is Naughty Dog. And if you have played the Last of Us series, or what other series did they have? Damn. What is it? What's the fucking Uncharted, I think. Let me double check this. Yeah, yeah. Uncharted, Last of Us, and such are made by game developer Naughty Dog. But yeah, so the first game, Jak and Daxter, is a collectathon, and it was actually one of the first video games ever to have a complete game world with no loading zones. So it's the technology behind that is actually quite interesting, and yeah, I just remember playing the game as a kid. It's a kind of a short game once you've played it once, and I just remember as a kid playing it and kind of like being in my comfort zone, even though like it's a video game. You're supposed to focus on playing it, and like it can be a hard game when you're a child, but I remember as a kid like being very comfortable playing that and kind of messing around in the game world. So great fond memories of that particular game. Then we have, after that, obviously following the numerical value from 1 to 2, or 1 to the second one, which is number 2, we have Jak 2, and Naughty Dog did kind of an interesting tone shift from the first game, which was kind of lighthearted and kind of a kids game in general. They went the route of Grand Theft Auto, GTA 4, I believe, or 3 was just had just come out, and many a game kind of tried to jump the bandwagon since GTA was so popular and famous. It really took off. Nice sprites, by the way. It really took off, so many game series tried to kind of like catch the wind or ride the wave of GTA series, and that's why Naughty Dog kind of took a risk in trying to blend the collectathon type of a game with the GTA type of a mission structure, if you know what I mean. And Jak 2 was born out of that little risk taking there, and rightfully so. Jak 2 is an amazing game, and it's definitely also a kids game, but I think it's rated T or something, like for teens. So it takes itself a little bit more seriously, but I think the humor in those games kind of helps to redeem the game series in that you can actually, as a player, even as an older player, you can actually take the game series a little bit more serious, and you can enjoy the game from that side of thing. And definitely in the soundtrack, we can hear the more. I love to use the word greedy here, because it definitely is like more nasty and greedy, more adult environment, as the level name is called Sewers, and definitely there are many missions in a very dirty surroundings, and definitely the whole feeling of the game is definitely more adult-like and more heavy and serious. But without further ado, here we go. Jak 2, actually, the soundtrack is also used in the prison level, prison, fortress, sewer, and underport. in parentheses, underwater music. All right, here we go. It's kind of a more ambient track, but yeah. There we go. Jak 2 is very interesting game from the soundtrack point of view, since between regional releases, the soundtrack has very interesting changes made to the soundtrack, and I'm not gonna give you an example here, but when looking these soundtracks on YouTube, you have a couple different people who have uploaded these, and definitely I think that those people have had different releases or have gotten the soundtrack from different regions, from the different copy from the different region, and that's why the that's why the soundtrack sounds different, and you just can hear different noises and different sounds, even though it is an ambient soundtrack. You can still spot the differences between the releases. Moving on from Jak 2 to Jak 3, and this is definitely one of the best soundtracks in the Jak trilogy, and definitely the likes and comments on the video. Let me hear it. Let me read you the first comment. Painfully nostalgic. This entire series was such an adventure. The second comment is, if one asks me, I say this is one track that perfectly encapsulates the entirety of Jak 3, if not the precursor trilogy as a whole. Interesting. Yeah, let me just play this to you. Amazing soundtrack. Sewer level, by the way. absolutely beautiful. Jak 3 sewers. Well, to be fair, it was also used in a forest level, but the forest level is as annoying, even if not even more annoying than the sewer levels. The sewer levels actually in Jak 3 are not annoying at all. I think that they're probably the best levels in the whole game. But yeah, absolutely stunning soundtrack. Then we go from Jak series to another series of the era of, called Ratchet and Clank. And actually, let me think about this for a moment. Actually, first of all, let's mute this one. Yeah. Actually, oh shit! I just realized that Ratchet 1 has probably, if not the best, the second best sewer soundtrack. Oh, a little sneak peek. That's not the one though. This one. All right. Can't wait to play that to you. Okay, so Ratchet and Clank actually has 2 sewer levels, and they're around like on the exact opposite. Well, Ratchet and Clank is an intergalactic space adventure and very fast-paced game actually. Now that I think of it, and it's also a collectathon, but more story-driven game, to be honest. And well, all of these games are very story-driven, but I'd say that Ratchet and Clank is the most story-driven. But yeah, it's, I think Ratchet and Clank 1 came out the same year as Jak and Daxter 1, probably. Maybe they had a year between them. Anyway, Ratchet and Clank, the first game in the trilogy as well. Well, there are multiple games, but there's another trilogy called the Future Trilogy. But yeah, this is Ratchet and Clank, Rilgar, also known as Blackwater City, Sewer Escape. This is absolute banger as well. Kind of a more high pace, but absolutely the soundtrack from this game is if you like hip hop, like early late 80s, early 90s hip hop with like little techno vibes, then you're gonna love this soundtrack. But anyway, this is Sewer Escape. One thing that I love about Ratchet and Clank's soundtrack's composer, David Burgo, how do I say that? Bergeaud. Bergeaud. Anyway, the ability to blend different styles of music together. Like there's the soundtrack from the first game and from the second for most part uses heavy influences and like heavy what am I saying? Takes heavy utility in using a sound list or like a compilation of different sounds that was used in many video games, but it was pretty much a compilation of sounds and kind of a beat track. And what's the actual word for it? Kind of like a sound bank for many a game that many games used in the composing of many of the music, and just the orchestral mix with the heavy hip hop influenced beat in the background, just beautiful. And this is the same same game, just a different level a little bit later on in the game. Very different vibes as well, but this is just the absolute this is kind of a song that you can just forget your worries and close your eyes for a moment. If you're driving a car or something, don't close your eyes. But anyway, here we go. This is Ratchet and Clank Pokitaru, which is like a kind of a paradise island. The scenic sewers. It's funny, there's nothing scenic about the sewers. Actually, well, they're pretty well lit. But anyway, apart from that, Pokitaru, the scenic sewers. That beginning really fits the tone for the whole song. And yeah, it's just gotta mention that the variety and the amount of different feelings just in a one song is astonishing. How much you can put into one song, and how much depth you can put into the like a simple tune basically, but it's so much more. And after playing the games, you know, it's just you might spend like a good 15 minutes in a level and just having the same tune in the background. If it is a bad song, you know, you're gonna get tired of it. And if the level is kind of like, well, badly designed, the music can definitely save the level design. It's kind of a thing that in multiplayer games you don't really get nowadays, and just trying to think, trying to find a way how to fit a musical narrative into a multiplayer level nowadays. It's really hard. But for example, like one of the things that definitely comes to my mind is Counter-Strike's you know, the tune that plays in the start of the round. For those of you who have your music on, you know, that kind of sets the tone for the whole game. And obviously you hear the same song for many times, and it's kind of, you know, there might be some sort of a inner depth or like a deeper meaning to the same song, it having kind of a looping undertone to it. You know, Counter-Strike is a round-based game, and you know, you hear the same song like 30 times if you play a long game, you know, and it's the same tune. But yeah, you know, it's kind of hard to explain, but you might get what I'm trying to go for here. Anyway, that was Ratchet & Clank 1. Ratchet & Clank 2 doesn't really have a sewer level. Doesn't actually, yeah, I'm not even trying to go for a stretch here on a sewer level. It has a swamp level, which is the first one, but I'm just gonna say that in Ratchet & Clank 2, the general sound, like feeling of soundtrack it's more orchestral, and the songs are longer. So that's something that I can definitely point out. But here we have. Let's jump straight into Ratchet & Clank 3. Up Your Arsenal. The name of the second game was Going Commando. If you can figure out the pun there, then congrats. This is from the Aquatos level, and this is just a literal sewer, nothing else to it, and it's a sewer level in that it's a giant maze that you have to kind of like find these crystals, and there are walls that explode into smaller enemies. And it's kind of a boring concept, and it's just, you know, kind of the seek and destroy search level. But the music is amazing, and definitely can help you in your grind for whatever you're looking for in there. But anyway, Aquatos sewer. Surprise, surprise, sewer. that is pretty much the gist of the sewer levels that I can come up with right now. So yeah, that was an ode to the sewer levels that we all love and hate oh so much. But yeah, it's amazing how music can really create a level in your mind. It's crazy. Um, and it's definitely one of those underlooked things, you know, how to turn the worst level into the best level by just the mere force of music, and it's absolutely amazing. Um, Now let me think of, there is not that many sewer levels that comes to mind. Oh, but there's actually one which from Crash Team Racing sewer speedway. I think I have to listen to this one first, so it's not a disappointment for you. Wait. So far, so good. This is actually not the one that I'm looking for. All right, I listened for 2 minutes, and I can definitely say that that's not the song. Oh, I didn't mean to go that deep. God. It's not. Oh shit! I might just. Okay, this is a quick fun one. This is from Crash Team Racing, and one of the guys is the bosses is called Ripper Roo, and this is called Roo Tubes music. And so in Crash Team Racing, all of the bosses and all of the characters pretty much had their own racing levels, kind of like in Super Mario, I think, and many racing games that are based on like a series of a video game series. But yeah, here we go. Roo Tubes, definitely a racing game soundtrack by a mile, which fits a racing game. Excuse me for the abruptness of the ending there. Don't know what happened. Uh, anyway, let me go down a little bit. I want to just show you an example of what the a little thing in a soundtrack can do. So let me find that. I'm gonna mute this channel real quick. So pretty much all the songs in Crash Team Racing are pretty close to each other, but they all have these small tunes intertwined in the song that kind of makes the feeling of the song. So I'm gonna play this this map's theme and the kind of the tune for you, just so you can get a feeling for it, what I'm talking about here. Yeah, so here it comes. So that right there adds so much to the soundtrack, and if we listen a little bit longer, the song is pretty much just that kind of like kind of a high paced hi hat techno racing remix tune in the background. If we just press on a random song here, this is Mystery Caves. This is going to be pretty much kind of the same feeling, but it's also going to have its own sort of loop. So let me play the Mystery Caves soundtrack for it a little bit. That was a terrible example, so because this song is so much different than anything else. Oh, here is one that I absolutely have to play to you. Oh my god, this is so good. My favorite is the factory mechanical level. All right, here comes nothing. Here goes nothing. How's the saying go? Anyway. Such a strong character to the whole song. Definitely, just by using the right instruments or the right sound in the right place, you can deliver so much more to the song. That whole level is kind of a it's a factory level. It's called N.gin Labs, which is kind of a factory evil professor laboratory mechanical level. Hell, the character has a rocket engine on his head, just to kind of show what kind of a character he is in general. And but yeah, that's kind of a era of music from era long gone in a nutshell. But yeah, this has been really fun actually, playing all these nostalgic songs. They're really nostalgic to me, at least. But it's not just the nostalgia playing throughout, or like kind of screaming in the background. It's really that the songs are just that good. But yeah. Okay, back to Counter-Strike level design. Back here, the... So you might have seen. Might have seen. I have been making the kind of the backgrounds. What was a very boring block of just concrete has turned into this giant silo. Marshmallow. Maybe this spot in this level can be called a marshmallow. Even though it's like kind of city spawn. But yeah, this area needs more pipes. More pipes. There we go. Yeah, those brushes meet. Actually, this goes into the... Yeah, it's fine. Here, I want to make a little bit of a control panel. Kind of a building, just to end the level somewhere. Yeah. But yeah, what do you think about the music? Please let me know. And I would love to talk about early 2000s video games more. If you have played, I bet this audience, I bet none of you guys have played you might be kind of a newer age of people watching this video and having it in the background. I'm not saying that I'm old, but there's a great divide between the early 2000s video games and the video games after 2010s. And nowadays, definitely, kids enjoy playing competitive games, and like, you know, Counter-Strike is a huge game just because it's so competitive, and players can show their individual skill in the virtual battlefield that is Counter-Strike. And definitely, when everything is so much more internet, because of internet, I think that there's more options and more opportunities to actually put yourself into that environment and actually compete in an environment where there are talents from all around the world. So it's not your you and your friend group that is like playing the same map for the thousandth of time. You know what I mean? Like just it's not a afternoon LAN party type of a thing that happens like twice a week or once a month or something like that. It's you know, playing Counter-Strike, you can hop into a game that is like, you know, 5v5 competitive by just a couple clicks of the mouse. So it's very easy to find competitive people to play competitive games with. But yeah, I think like, what am I saying? Counter-Strike? I think one of those games that has kind of had stayed in the early 2000s, like, wait, what am I saying? No, this doesn't relate to that at all. I was starting to speak on Minecraft and how it has retained the OG feeling, but actually no. But yeah, but don't forget we had Quake and Unreal Tournament in the early 2000s as well. So yeah, competitive gaming scene has always been there, and it's just starting from the arcade era of video games as well. You know, that those are ancient technology by today's standards, obviously. Bomb. Where do you want to be? On the bomb site? Maybe on the ground? It's kind of hard to spot. Well, let's keep it there for a moment. I'm just gonna put this here. Okay. Yesterday I was trying to make this jump from here to here. I know it's possible, it's just really hard. And I don't know how to strafe. But yeah. some KZ god can show me how to do that. Here we have lights. Another one. Maybe I'll make this actually so that that light is not on, like this one. Thinking, should I swap these? Because this is kind of a crucial point that has to be lit up. Maybe I'll just up the brightness as well. 75, 125 at least. Yeah, there we go. Yes. So this is what I wanted to copy, this texture. I already had it copied. Paste it here, and then, you know, your eye is more gravitated, like when you watch this, you're like, oh, cool blue light. And then, oh, what is this yellow? Should I go there? Yes, you should. Yeah. That's probably the reason I don't want any lights here. This wall needs something. Maybe some sort of a air conditioned unit. Ooh, maybe a vent. Also, vents are something that I want to add to the interiors of the levels, like inside, indoors. Like so. Here's the texture. Where did we have that white metal texture? It's here. Yes. Vent. Metal vent. Yes. What kinds of graffitis do we have? I think I'm gonna make something of my own. I do have this one. It's kind of too high res. Maybe add it to like back here, where you can't tell if it's high res or low res. I think that's cool. Yeah. Then we have this one, this cute bunny. Let's also apply that to somewhere as a kind of an Easter egg. Where would be a good spot? This is really easily shown, probably from the one side. Yeah, it's just you can just jump and see it. Maybe back here. It's kind of funny spot actually. You can just see the ears, and they're like, "What the fuck is that?" Make it smaller. That's really cute. Okay. We do have the fish. Maybe I'll add one of the posters as well somewhere. This has to kind of be in an Easter egg. Maybe here. It's the Join Map Inc. poster. nice. Some lights. Okay, I think that's more than enough for the detailing part. For now, at least. Let's move this. Keep that there, actually, and then move on. Make another one, another manhole. And then I want to copy this manhole to be here. Nice. All right, I'll be back. Alright, here we go. Excuse me if you can hear that. Actually, I don't want that. Let's toggle on the ultimate 1.6 view model. How got a huntsman knife this time around. No, I compiled without any tool brushes. Fuck this. No buy zone. There we go. So cute. What about the A-bomb site? Yeah, there's nothing new on the A-bomb site. And I forgot to add the pipe that I was talking about. Flying bot. Yeah, the map currently doesn't have any bomb sites because I forgot to enable those. Let's make sure that you can crouch under here. Yeah, you can. Okay, that's really good. That's the thing that I wanted to test. So for now, just going to run around in the map and check the visuals. Okay, vent, yeah. I may want to add a light here or some sort of a light post. Like copy this, just elongate this for it to be like a light lamp post, and then copy a couple of those around. Might be enough of a detail. Alright. It's kind of a cool transition now. It goes like outside, kind of nice evening. From where the fuck is the light coming from? Okay, the light angle is definitely not right. Because the sun is supposed to shine from here, like this, but it's coming from like here currently. Okay, I gotta fix that. Yeah, okay, this is way better, and yeah, there's no hard to see spots. Maybe this angle, I might block this angle from here. Or even remove this completely and move it pretty much here. So that like this is more open. And there's like a clear thing to smoke from back. You know, from the windows or something. Oh shit. One thing that I definitely like about this map is the rotations around the CT spawn. Like from B bomb side to A. I think the rotations are actually quite good. And if a player is playing in the CT position like this or the mid short, they can actually just drop down to the bomb side. I think that's kind of cool. Definitely is going to play to the pacing, and just interesting to see how like this area is going to play by the CTs if this is deliberately designed in the way that the CTs want to push here to like clear this out. It means that the fastest rotation to the A-bomb side then from the B is through underground. I think definitely that's valuable, since like now you have the deviation between going underground and taking the upper route, and even vent is like good enough for rotations. But yeah, and I'm very excited to see how the vent is going to play in the general sense of things, you know, seeing players going from there. Yeah. I have one more building to detail, like this back building here, but I think I'm just going to use these windows, or like this window model with without this transparency and just like paste them going from here to here and just like make a huge thing. So yeah, but I'm gonna fix this angle, move this back here so it's a more solid thing. So you can have this gap between like here and here that you can smoke and then get behind cover, and then from the cover you can crouch down and peek from like under here or whatever. So it's waiting to see how interesting I can make this part of the level. Oh yeah, and another thing is the headshot angles. I just want to want to point that out if these are going to actually break the map. There's no headshot angle here, but go back a meter, there is. But yeah, we'll just see how those play. See if I can nail this jump. No. All right, back to the drawing board. Exec quit. All right, yeah, right, yeah, right. Okay, first of all, let's fix this. This actually is more real to life. How the ramp is like only on this side of the thing, so it's like it's taking only this door. So you can imagine people like moving stuff from this door and this door. If there's like a like a wall of boxes in the middle like this, and then a forklift is going back and forth like loading the thing. That there's like two individual lanes, penny lanes. I have texture lock on. Let's make that the ramp, because I do want to make it so that you can get from here underneath very quickly. And there's a headshot angle here, I know. How about this? This is CT cover, and then it's T cover when they get here. Players can be picked from underneath, but it's not that easy. It ain't easy. There we go, fixed. By the way, turn on the tool brushes. Yeah, there we go. Let's make this wider. Wait, what am I? Oh yeah, this way. Yes. Then the back. Let's edit this detail. Like so. Yeah, I'm gonna add a little detail to the top of these, so I don't want to make a one long brush going throughout. Gonna have to remember to clip those as well. Or actually, it could be kind of cool. Jump from here to here, and then from here to here. Let me see. Maybe like that. Maybe like that, yeah. This is the detail that I was talking about. Making them like so. And then I want to copy the roof trim. Mm-hmm. This is kind of the same texture, but it's not. How about we use this? It's twice the size. Doesn't look that good. Actually, it will look good when we use the other iterations of it as well. For example, like this. Paste it down there. And then we use this one here. Paste it here. See? Nice. Okay, time to clip in a very early Counter-Strike map fashion, where the clipping is kind of like approximate and leaves space for the player iteration to kind of like break the map. So I definitely want to keep the clipping like free enough that you can kind of break the level if you want to boost out of it, since to me that is like very early Counter-Strike gameplay. But not break the match in like jumping out of the level to the like outside the level or anything like that. Just having very much fun with the more free level design. There we go. And then I'm going to clip off the whole ceiling. Like so. I don't think there's anyone going to boost like from here. Is that even possible? From here to here? Actually, maybe. Okay, I'm going to allow that, since like from here you cannot jump anywhere else. And if you can escape from here, find some way to escape the map, then I think you shall have the W and you shall have the fun from escaping the map. This street also needs some light. Dark alleyway. There's one thing that I have to change, probably. Oh yeah, the light angle. It's coming from like this sort of a region. Shit. Okay, how about we try to emulate the angle? Pitch your roll. Full bake. Yeah, it's supposed to, like, if it's coming from here, it's supposed to point like here. Maybe this will do? No. Okay. What? It stayed the same. What is happening? Ah, okay. This is the shadow being cast from here. Okay. Oh, actually. What the fuck? -3, there we go. Delete this one. I think it, yeah, it was kind of trying to like figure out which light it was trying to calculate from. Yeah, my bad. Okay, the ambient light I want to be a little bit more soft, so it's 300 currently. How about the fuck? Let's go like 500. I think that's better. That was my girlfriend. Tervehdys. In Finland we say, instead of saying bless you, we say for good health. Okay, yeah, the lighting is way more epic. I think I actually want to tilt it a little bit less. I like a little bit more, so it's coming from a little bit higher up. -3. How about -13? Let's see what happens. Nothing. 118? How about 135? Oh shit. 100. No. What was it? 108. I think that's the right one. Let's put like 16 here. Nothing happens. Yeah, this is kind of more of the lighting that I was going for. In T-spawn, there's like absolutely no light except for these, so I just wanted to have more. But yeah, I guess it doesn't matter that much anymore. So yeah. What else was there? Oh yeah, the pipes around T-spawn. Well, there are a couple of pipes here. But more pipes. How can I make this like actually convincing without it being like kind of out of place? Just having one pipe here. Going like this. Maybe 2. Then the flammable, not that one. There was a texture that I used, a decal. It's like a sign or something. This one. No, not that one. Flammable, yeah, this one. Let's make that huge. To be honest, This should be like the first thing that the terrorists see when they come into this map. Also, maybe I'll move its spot to here. Like that. Terrorist. Okay, now it's B. Any other broken boost spots? Well, you can boost here, but don't want players to boost out to the level anyway. So let's patch this mid. Yeah. And then, well, here's a big gaping hole in the level. Yeah, I'm thinking of actually changing the light value so that like everything is a little bit lighter. Maybe even like here, maybe 250. Let's see. Doesn't affect. Well, I guess the upping the ambient strength. I bet it had. I bet it helped. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see the changes in game. That definitely helped. Copy the blue lighting here. And then on the A-bomb side of things. Yeah, there we go. Also the flammable sign. High voltage? Nah. We have one high voltage here. Flammable? Where's flammable? Here. And then, of course, I want to have it on the B-bomb side as well. Because let's face it, there might be flammable materials inside these crates. We don't know. You don't know. Where do I put it though? Well, we do need one warning here on this wall. I didn't up the brightness of these ones. This skybox, for whatever reason, it doesn't render the sun. I've tried this previously and found no success in adding the sun to that skybox. Anyway. Oh yeah, the vent thing. This was what I was talking about earlier. I want to add. to the level so that it can more realistically reflect a air duct system. So, first of all, let's make it 32 by 64. That's good. And every, let's say like 4 vent openings, I want to have, what am I saying? Every 4 pieces of the vent going along like that, I want to have vent grate, like such. Like so. And then that's hanging from the wall, from the ceiling. Placing it on like the same way as this is it feels kind of counterintuitive for me. So maybe having it go like from here, like this, and then going like that. Maybe that feels better. So it's kind of not guiding the player. You know what I mean? Actually, might want to have it go from here. And I stretched the fuck out of the texture. It's always something that you forget, like having the texture lock on, or, you know, it's always something. I should fix the texture. 64. Texture lock. Half that, yeah. Yeah, I think that's good enough. And then paste these. So that's 1. Kind of a unnoticeable detail actually, but it's, I think it's like so immersive that I want to have it. Kind of adds realism to the whole place. You know, people gotta breathe. That I didn't mean to do. Okay, so that's good. Ooh, okay. Maybe I want to tilt this whole thing around by 180. Just so I can continue this vent through this wall and like continue it like this along the wall. Does that sound good? Yes. Yes, it does. Now it's gonna go through that. Let's fix it. Okay, you gotta work with me. Work with me here. The vent is going to bend from here to here, so it's like, who's gonna notice? No one. That's who. Should I even paste the vent over these beams? I think that might look actually better. It's like better integrated there. No. Awesome detailing. Okay. This feels very empty, I have to say. I don't think it's the end of the world to have a empty corner in a room. It's fine. Alright, let's see if we have any indoor areas that we could paste the same sort of event into. Also texture. Okay. This room already has two vents, like here and here. Doesn't need it. This room has this. Here, I don't know. Doesn't need a vent. This room is already, you have windows at the ceiling. This is that. You would think that a tunnel would be well ventilated. Maybe here. Also, this room seems like ventilated enough already, I guess. But yeah, why not? Yeah, it's on the level. We like that? Yeah, we do. Okay. Nice. And then obviously clip these. Yeah. Okay, everything is clipped. T-spawn is clipped. Mid is clipped. A-bomb side is clipped. CT spawn is clipped. Yeah. B-bomb side is clipped. This is not clipped. I'm gonna keep it that way since it's kind of cool and fun. And if you manage to somehow get out of these windows, I'm fine with that. Even if it kind of breaks the map, but it's fun, okay? Stairs. Okay, this is the final thing that I'm going to clip here. Final things, I should say. Plural, since there are many stairs. Yeah. Here, another stair set. B-side. Just realized that there's no way to get on top of this upper level here from like down here. I think that's a good thing. Maybe. Also, this is now a actual angle. I kind of like that. Now this gets in the way. How about, since this is not very related or tied into any measurements, I can just move this however I like. So I can move this out of the way, like so. So that doesn't really interfere with the gameplay here, the gunplay. Maybe it will. Well, you know who to blame. Actually, that's kind of interesting to have this block the sideline from this corner. Such a small thing. That's not going to be enough though. Okay, you know. Okay, what was the actual spot that I had to kind of avoid? I think that's pretty good, yeah. Let me see if I can replace this one. Train. Concrete. I think we're using the second to darkest one. How about I replace it with this lighter one? No. I don't agree with that. That doesn't look... I mean, it looks okay, but I think it's a little bit too light for my liking. And compared to everything else in the level, it's a little bit too light. I kind of like the greediness of the other one. Okay, let me add a couple pacing blocks. So this box here, I think it's going to be kind of important from two reasons. It's also, obviously going to break up this sideline from back here. Secondly, counter-terrorists peeking this, like rushing here, have to, first of all, they have to be wary of like this sideline. Secondly, a terrorist player can camp here or be boosted up here. You know, it's gonna make this area feel a little bit more terrorist controlled and contested. And while I am at it, why don't I actually move this here and move one of these boxes in the middle of this area, since I think a little bit more terrorist control over this area is just going to benefit both teams. I mean, just not both teams. The gameplay in the level more. It's also way too dark down here, so why don't we put some artificial lighting? Maybe not there, but like here? Or here? Then the strength of this should be like 100. Yeah. Maybe 75. So it's not that bright, but it's definitely brings out more the corners and whatnot. Yeah. Also, there's a huge hiding spot in the under the stairs, which are not clipped. Let me do that. Clip. Metal. Are these all the stairs? I think they are. Right? This is not clipped. Let's clip it. Anything else? No. One thing I definitely want to have is that these train cars are not, they don't have ladders on them. I thought that having ladders might be a little bit too much. Just want to keep the team play in a great effect. It's like, you know, boosting up your teammate there is going to be more valuable than just like, you know, getting an angle like this. Also, this is very interesting. It might be very crappy. So let me nerf it a little bit at least. Yeah. Let's make a skybox. Well, in a true 1.6 fashion, I should make all of these skyboxes like very restrained. So it truly is just contained, like the whole level is just the playable area. But I think this is a little bit of a global offensiveness that I'm willing to put into this level. Just having a little bit bigger of a skybox, I think that's fine. But there are definitely some spots that I want to make so that they are not wasting any skybox space. And this huge block here, I'm just gonna fill in with the skybox texture. Anything else? Back here? No. Back here? Maybe. Yeah, everything else is flashbangable and everything like that, so flashable. Yeah, okay. Cool. Parking stripe. Okay. Yeah, why not? That's enough of detailing, in my opinion. All right, let's do a compile. What was that? I saw a Valve anti-cheat client, some sort of a message. Terrible. What knife do we want? Maybe a flip knife? No. Give me that M9. Sweet M9. Okay. What did we actually... Between the compiles, I always like go do something else. Okay, yeah, the visibility here is way better. So you can actually see what you're doing. Nice, great detail. Who put it there? Me? Maybe? So the only actual dark place in the map is like under here. And I kind of like that. That's the only dark spot. Yeah, vent details look really good. Duct. How about the light angle as well? I do like that the light like comes very deep in here. As it should. Now this is an angle, more of an angle. Like I said previously, you can smoke this. And then drop down here, be behind cover. There's like a small tight gap here. Yeah. Here's a kind of a gay spot. Very close. Oh, and the bomb sites are depicted right on the radar. Crazy. Let me see if there's a way to get up here. No, there's no way to... That would be an actual crazy jump to do. Like from here to a 180 around. You know, there's no way. This is a spot that you have to boost. Like on this box. Like from here on this box. And then you can jump. Or just from here boost straight away. Okay, with that I think the level is starting to come to its completion. Also the shadows are really cool. God damn it, bomb. Get away. Is that a jump? Maybe a b-hop? No. Yeah, the map is nearing its completion, and I think it's been a blast streaming this to you guys. This is really cool. Really cool experience. I'll be probably making like playtesting this one, making the changes that I need to in order for it to be playable. If it's not, like, you know, I think that this map is definitely playable already, and from the timing side, it's going to be very interesting how it performs. I'm not scared at all that the map is going to, like, you know, be a super bad experience in any way. I don't think it's going to be. You know, that's just the faith that I have in my own ability to create something playable. But yeah, this, like, the worst thing that I think that the map is going to have is the B-bomb site, and it's all of its like broken shit. But then again, you can be covered from the headshot angle from here, and then you know you can play around those. So we'll see how it's played, how it's going to play. It's probably going to be kind of poopy on the first time, but you know, we're experimenting around here, taking the level design of 1.6, the carefree mental state that you're just creating something from nothingness and having fun whilst doing it. I've definitely had fun streaming this to you guys. Anyway, this is probably going to be the final video on this map that I'm going to do, like in this style, in this manner. But probably from the radar, I'm going to do the radar in a separate, like, I'm not going to stream that. It's such a quick and boring way, or kind of a time waste. But yeah, I think I'm going to be making some sort of a other blabbering on type of a video on another map. I do still have some Astra detailing to do. I want to finish that map, and I actually have had like a sudden boost of energy on making some progress in the detailing of that map. So it's been really fun. So I might do some Astra detailing video at some point. But yeah, maybe even tomorrow actually. All right, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.